Hi, it's Santed Taylor, the Internet Marketing Coach. Hey, remember the old Bob Dylan song where he says, "There's something going on, but you don't know what it is, do you, Mr. Jones?" Well, I'm certainly not a singer, but there is something going on, and it has something to do with his social media, and I am a bit concerned that a lot of people don't know what it is. Let me explain. This has been kind of a unique week for me. I was in Madison, Wisconsin on Tuesday. I was speaking to a convention for a bunch of auto shop dealers, tire dealers specifically. So these guys had tire dealerships, and they did oil changes and all that car maintenance stuff. And there was these guys had a number of these stores all over the Midwest. And at that conference, I had the opportunity both to speak and to meet with people after my presentation and during dinner and during lunch, and we had a little social get together. And the conversation, on many occasions, went to social media, and I was hearing these stories about how social media is impacting these people's businesses in a very, very positive way. In most cases, there are a couple of cases where there were concerns about reputation management, but that's not what I'm talking about right here and now. What I'm talking about here is how people, customers, potential customers, are going and looking at business websites and at business social media posts, specifically on Facebook and LinkedIn, but most of these guys were talking about Facebook. And they were seeing, the customers were seeing something about the business that was not all about business. In other words, people were putting little posts on there about fishing trips, hunting trips, golf outings. One of them had something to do with a pancake breakfast and things going on in the community. And the customers resonated with that. They love that. They come in and they're talking to people. So it's upping the personal connection between the people in the shop and the customers and potential customers. Then I came home, and so that was on Tuesday. I came home Wednesday, and then on Thursday I host a little class here in my hometown, Ashland, Oregon, where we've met for about 3 years, and it's a group of small business people. It's a very open group. People come and go through over the years. But what we talk about is internet marketing things. And in the meeting yesterday, again, social media came up, and the people in the group were talking about how social media was impacting their business and how it was impacting them relating to other businesses. And again, it all came around to this personal stuff. And everybody agreed that it can be too personal and too much personal. I mean, if it's a business relationship, that there needs to be that business element to it. But what people really resonated with, in large part, was that personal connection, the human connection. People writing a little something about a kid's soccer game, or a basketball game, or a fishing trip, or a vacation outing, or something like that. And those posts got a lot of traction where people were commenting, and anyway, there is something going on. I don't know that we all know exactly what it is, but I have a feeling it's revolutionizing business. Then this morning, and this is why I have this screen open here, I happened to see this article in Forbes magazine about social media evolving from broadcasting to conversation, and in this, Jason, the author, goes in and he talks about, I really recommend that you read this article, and I have a link to it below this video here. But it's a great article that really talks about what social media is and how it's working, and how it's not all about the numbers, but it's how engaging with people who engage with you. So anyway, I wanted to really recommend this article because it just fits right in with what I've experienced over the last several months, but real in a very concentrated way this week. I've just seen a bunch of this. We've had a lot of conversation about this concept, and this article just kind of piggybacks right on that. So I hope you find this useful. I hope that you'll engage with social media in a new way. I think it's an incredibly empowering thing for businesses and for consumers, where we get to make some better decisions, or at least get to know companies in a way, and people within those companies in a way that humanize the whole process. And sometimes we might make decisions not to do business with people because, again, of the humanization of it. And we might say, hey, those people don't have the values that I have. That's not the kind of organization I would like to deal with. But it's given us, as consumers, a broader scope of information in which to make decisions, and the experience that everybody that I talked to this week is having is that it's really changing what's going on. Anyway, this is Santa Ed Taylor signing off.